Alright, you guys, so I got some flack for it the other day, and that being said, I said I was waiting on more information when it came to the Switch game controversy. And now there's a new controversy out there talking about Schedule 1 and Drug Dealer Simulator, which I waited to even talk about. Now, I played Drug Dealer Simulator. I have yet to play Schedule 1 due to the fact that I'm on a business trip right now, and Schedule 1 kind of came out like a couple weeks ago. I just haven't been able to have time to go check it out. So anyways, we're going to talk about the news behind Schedule 1 and Drug Dealer Simulator and how people jump to conclusions on this stuff. So let's get into it. Alright, you guys. First things first, there is no lawsuit against Schedule 1 as negative Steam reviews pile up on Drug Dealer Simulator. Publisher makes a public plea for peace. This is the thing, is there's an investigation into whether they have any kind of copyright infringement. And this kind of sounds like a similar deal when it came to, shall we say, Pal World and Pokemon. It's a very similar genre of games, and there's very similar mechanics, but I don't think that there's a real case here for it. Anyways, as negative reviews on Steam reviews continue to pile up, Drug Dealer Simulator publisher Movie Games SA has addressed the controversy surrounding its investigation with its indie hit Schedule 1 with a sample of straightforward messages on the DDS2 Steam page. There's no lawsuit, which I think is a good thing. There's no lawsuit at this time. They're still investigating. It has been a rough couple days for Movie Games SA. The company confirmed yesterday that it's conducting an investigation of Schedule 1 over potential infringement of its Drug Dealer Simulator IP, including elements of the game's plot, mechanics, as well as the UI. I was watching Moist Critical, and he brought up some good points, which is Drug Dealer Simulator, communication via phones. Rockstar also has communication over phones. There's no real, how much of a storyline are you going to get being a drug dealer, if that makes any amount of sense? It's kind of dumb in my opinion. It has also said that no legal action against Schedule 1 has been taken, which confirmed by Schedule 1 creator Tyler of TVGS, and it was undertaking the investigation as part of the legal obligations. I think the reason why they're doing it via the legal obligations is because they're being forced to. They don't really have much of a choice. When you're in an investigation, when it comes to copyright infringement, stuff like that, you kind of got to provide information, especially if it's a larger company, because Schedule 1, from my understanding, was only one person, where Drug Dealer Simulator, significantly larger. It was a bit of a nuisance that really didn't land well with gamers, who immediately slammed Drug Dealer Simulator and DDS2 with hundreds of negative reviews in the case of the original, enough to drag it down from a very positive overall rating to mostly positive. I'm surprised it isn't a negative rating at this point. Many of these negative reviews complain that Movie Games SA was suing TVGS even though it's not currently happening. This article words it eloquently. It's not currently happening. They're doing the investigation to see if they have legs to stand on to sue them to potentially gain whatever amount of money Schedule 1 made. To me, it's definitely a cash grab. Let's keep going further down. Which brings us to today's update. It's largely a repeat of the information shared by Movie Games SA yesterday, but with the emphasis on one particular point. There is no lawsuit, as of yet. It just says there is no lawsuit, but like I said, it's as of yet. The update says boldface and all, both in the post title and its accompanying images. It is not our intentions to prevent TVGS from selling or developing games. If this does go to court, all they're going to do is they're going to basically ask for a portion of the proceeds that they've made off of Schedule 1. There's an investigation into the nature of similarities between the games, since a primary legal analyst indicated there might have been an infringement. The analysts in investigation were necessary in the light of repeating opinions that the games are very similar, but not investigating it. Movie games and being a publicly traded company can face severe consequences for negligence. See right there, they gotta keep their shareholders happy. The update also notes that the information about the investigation was only shared via Poland's ESPI and stock market communication systems, where we are obligated to push such information for transparency. Stockholders. And it was a pickup from there by media outlets, in some cases wrongly reported as a lawsuit. Let's go full screen. So with that being said, wrong button. So with that being said, they have to do their due diligence to keep their shareholders happy and be able to continue pushing and peddling these simulator games, because I guarantee you, Drug Dealer Simulator is not the only one. But right now, it seems that Schedule 1 is doing much better than Drug Dealer Simulator, and of course, they got to keep their shareholders happy. Anyways, you guys, y'all have a great and wonderful day. I'll catch you later. Mash that like button, subscribe. Every little bit helps. Y'all take it easy. And I'll catch you later. Bye.